Now, tomorrow, William Ruto faces the next challenge in his quest to become the fifth commander-in-chief. Clearing the hurdle, that is the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission vetting process, this being his first attempt at the presidency. But what qualifies him for the role? Now, let's take a look at his credentials. He was born 55 years ago to Daniel and Sarah Cherotich in Kamagut and got his O-levels from the Kapsabet High School in Nandi, graduated with a Bachelor in Science in Botany and Zoology from the University of Nairobi in 1990, a Master of Science in Plant Ecology from the University of Nairobi again, this time in 2011, a PhD Plant Ecology, University of Nairobi 2018. It also happened to be his 52nd birthday when he graduated. Now, prior to his delving into politics, he worked as a teacher between 1990 and 1992. Now, let's take a look at his foray into politics, and it started with his involvement in the Youth for KANU 92, of which he was treasurer. They were campaigning for Daniel Cherotich Arap Moi to be elected as president, and in 1997 he was elected member of Parliament for Eldoret North, a seat, I think he was 35 years of age at the time, and he successfully defended it in 2002. And following that win, he was appointed Assistant Minister Home Affairs. Later that year, George Saitoti was sacked by Daniel Cherotich Arap Moi as the Minister for Home Affairs, and he substantively took that docket. Now, having backed Moi's preferred successor, Uhuru Kenyatta, and having lost the election, he was elected KANU Secretary General. And then this election having transpired at the end of 2002, he was elected KANU Secretary General in 2005. Uhuru Kenyatta was the chairperson of the party, Chama Cha Jogo, and in 2005, opposing the constitutional referendum process there under the Chungwa. So he was a member of the founding member of the Pentagon of the Orange Democratic Movement. In 2006, he officially declared his interest in contesting the presidency, formally ditching KANU in 2007 and joining Raila Odinga's Orange Democratic Movement. Now, what transpired thereafter in 2008? Now, you will recall the contentious 2007 election that resulted in the worst post-election violence Kenya has ever witnessed. And thereafter, Kofi Annan came into the country to broker a peace. A government of national unity was formed, and he walked away as Minister for Agriculture. Now, in 2010, there were consequences that were faced for said violence that transpired between 2007 and 2008, and he was among 4 who were indicted from one camp as a result of that post-election violence. Now, thereafter, in 2012, he parted ways officially with Raila Odinga, forming the United Republican Party. President Uhuru Kenyatta was also facing charges before the International Criminal Court, and together they formed the Jubilee Alliance in 2013 to contest the presidency, which they went ahead to win and defend in 2017. But you will recall that the initial presidential election result was nullified by the Supreme Court of Kenya. Now, in 2016, that is before the 2017 general election, the ICC charges against himself and President Uhuru Kenyatta. In his case, the charges were terminated. And in this year, having declared that he intends to succeed Uhuru Kenyatta as president, he secured the UDA presidential nomination, and which leads us up to where we are tonight. That is ahead of tomorrow when he presents his papers to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. All right, and on that note, we take